Hello everybody, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install Windows 10. Of course, there are a lot of reasons why you want to know to do this. The first example that came into my mind is the new computer example. You got yourself a new computer and it didn't come with any OS you want to install. So this tutorial will guide you step by step how to install Windows 10, which is now the commonly used operating system around the world. It has the highest percent in the market share. Alright, so specifically for this video I'm going to use a VM. If you don't know what it means, don't worry, I'll explain it in a future video. It doesn't need to bother you for this time because the process is the same across any kind of computer you'll come across. Alright, so the first step you want to do is firstly to insert the DVD installation disk that you have, or you maybe have it on a USB thumb drive, or in any way you're going to install it, you need an installation resource, and of course you can download it from the Microsoft website. Only that you need to purchase a license, so keep that in mind, unless you want to pirate and download illegally, which is absolutely not recommended. Okay, in this step the only thing you want to do is press enter before it disappears. Now you are on the startup screen of Windows 10. In past operating systems of Windows it was more text-based, before Vista in the XP era, but now it's pretty simple graphic user interface. Alright, so this is the first step. Pretty easy, it's not hard, don't worry. Install language to install. In this installation, in this ISO file or in this disk, in the copy of Windows 10 that I have, it has only English United Kingdom. For me it's okay. Time and currency format, I leave it in English United Kingdom, and keyboard or input method, I'll keep it United Kingdom. It doesn't matter, at least for me. You need to get here the settings that are right for you and for your region. It could be anywhere in the world if you're watching me, because at least I want this channel would be international, so yes. Alright, and after that click next. Here you have two buttons, an install now button and a button that may not seem as a button, repair your computer. You may want to use it if your computer runs into a problem, so keep that disk or USB or whatever you use to install Windows 10, keep that in a safe place that you can get it later if you have any problem with your PC. Less likely that you will be recommended by Microsoft to use it, but there are many cases that you will. Anyway, install now. The repair option is actually very useful in some problems, but many of the tools that are built into it are also built into Windows 10. I'll explain that a bit later in a future video as well, how which tools and how to repair Windows. It's pretty interesting idea as well. Alright, so now it's activate Windows. I don't have a product key, and in the past when you think of a code, a license key, you may think of a code, a numerical code, so no. This is a product key that looks like this, only that it's not an X, it will be letters and number in groups like this. You will have it on the box if you purchase the DVD of Windows 10, and you will, or if you purchased a digital version, you will get it by email from Microsoft, or whatever option that you may got Windows 10 from a third party. Anyway, you can also install without, but you will need to activate later. And otherwise you will not be able to change background and personalize your operating system. Next, I don't have a product key for the time being. Okay, this step is because of the installation media that I have. Most probably you purchase an installation that you already decided what's your budget and what edition you want to install. So ignore this part, or if you see in this part as well, it means that you downloaded the same ISO as I downloaded. So please make sure you choose the edition that is right for you. And how do you know what is right for you? If you're a home user, purchase Windows 10 Home. If you're a professional user, Windows 10 Professional. Pro. I will make a separate video also about this topic because I think Microsoft didn't address that issue and many people can get confused on the editions. One more thing that is important to mention in this topic is that your license key is valid for only a specific edition. So please make sure that if you are in this step, if you see this and you didn't and your installer didn't skip this part, it means that you need to choose the edition that your license key is compatible with, because your license key is cost you for example $59. I'm not sure if this is really the price, I think, and this price is for example for Windows 10 Home, so you can choose Pro. It will not let you activate and you will need to reinstall to a Home version. Okay, I hope I was clear. This is very important. For the sake of this tutorial I'll choose whatever. I don't have a product key. Next, we will wait, and this is the license terms. Alright, so I accept the license terms. Of course, if you want you can read it. I don't have time and I actually don't want to. Alright, this is pretty important. If you're upgrading, for example, from Windows 8, this is the only you can choose upgrade only if you run Windows 8.1 update, the latest version of Windows 8, and if you're running something else. So if you don't have any operating system on a computer at all, choose custom. I'll choose custom because I don't have any operating system on this device. Excuse me, VM. This is the partition and disk part. If you want to divide your hard drive into two partitions or even more, you can do it here by clicking on new and apply for how much volume in megabyte you want. I'll cancel it because I don't want you. I have only disk 0, one disk I have with the 60 gigs of unallocated space. I will use that. If your computer have more than one drive, for example, many computers come with two drives, physical drives, an SSD and an HDD, an SSD of 100 gigs and an hard drive, mechanical, ancient, hard drive that comes with 1 terabyte of storage. You may want to install Windows on the SSD because it's faster and has less capacity, so you have more capacity in the hard drive for your personal information. Anyway, choose wisely where to install. If you can decide or if you need any assistance, please contact me in the comment section. I'm here for you. It's not a cliche, don't worry. Next, and here we are just copying files, getting files ready for installation. It will take a while, so I will pause the video and come back to you later. Okay, so I'm back and now is counting down for a restart. If I would be quicker, I could press the restart now button, but it doesn't matter. Now your computer will restart. It will restart multiple times during the installation, so don't worry, this is absolutely normal. Of course, the installation for you may seem much longer than in this video because I'm cutting a lot of unnecessary part of the video, so you won't get bored. Don't worry, I'm not cutting anything that will affect your understanding about installing. I'm cutting things like that, black screen and the circle of loading. This is how I call it. Now we're starting services. Services is a key feature in Windows, in overall Windows, in any version. Getting drivers ready, devices, getting ready. By the way, if you are new to this channel, be sure to subscribe to PCDX. This is the YouTube channel and I'm doing computer tutorials and Nintendo videos, gaming videos. Now the main subject, the main topic of this channel is computers. I want to get a good library of videos, and then I can start expanding into different areas, like Nintendo, and getting more interested viewers, like you, maybe. Okay, now it says just a moment, so I guess we will wait a moment. This is the one of the most this is the final steps of the installation. In this part most of the work has already been done. Okay, so I'm back.
Hi there. I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help. A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
Alright, it seems we have a guest
Use your
here.
voice
The
or the
virtual
keyboard
assistant
along
of
the way,
Microsoft
and
is
if you'd like me to
speaking.
stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
Okay, so I clicked here on the microphone to make Cortana, this is her name, to stop speaking. The British Cortana. So let's start with the region. Is that correct? United Kingdom. Yes. If you want to make her talk, you can.
Voice mode on.
Now we can let her speak again, if you want. Is this the right keyboard layout? So of course make sure to choose the settings that are right for you. For me, let's just.
Do you also type with another keyboard layout?
If do so, click add layout, otherwise click skip. I actually wonder if she's listening to me. Anyway, skip.
Now we have some important setting up to do.
Just a moment. Now let's see what's new from Windows. Okay, for this step, this is really important. Microsoft is really pushing you to link your Microsoft account, if you even have one, to your Windows account. What is Windows? The Windows user account. If you don't want to do this, you can skip it by offline account, but Microsoft really pushes you to link it with a Microsoft account. So if you really want to do this, there are some advantages. For example, it is automatically syncing your Outlook.com account with the built-in Mail app in Windows 10, and it can sync your wallpaper if with another computer that runs on the same account, if this really matters to you. It doesn't really matter, I'll be honest. So for the sake of this video, I'll go with offline account, but if you want to link it with a Microsoft account, this is completely normal. Offline account, I'll click.
You're about to set up an offline account, but I wanted to make sure you know Windows works far better with a Microsoft account. Do you want to do that instead?
Now, of course, as I told you before, Microsoft really tries to make you use a Microsoft account. So you can get it now, the big button that will convince people or actually fool people to do this. And as you can see, there is this grayish in the left button, limited experience. This is not really limited. Don't listen to everything they have to say.
Type what you want to name your account.
This is important. This is the name of your user account. Of course, that if you want to know what is a user account, ask in the comment section. I'm not sure that I want to cover it in a specific video because this is too general for a whole tutorial. And look how they say to you in the bottom, or even better, use an online account. Yeah. Okay, so for the sake of this, we'll go with PCDX. This is the name.
Okay, now type a password for your account.
I'm sorry if Cortana is bothering you, but I actually find it pretty funny to have a voice from the computer tells you everything that you need to do here. Anyway, create a really memorable password. You don't have to, you can just click next and skip it. If you want a password that will protect your computer from entering it, you can do it. For example, if you have a laptop and you carry it with you to every place you go, you may want to put a password. So if you lose your laptop in the coffee shop, for example, you don't need to worry about your stuff in the computer, although I would be still would be worried. Anyway, next, just a moment. And by password,
let's set things up the way
in
you
the
like
user
them.
account. Wait.
First, choose if
In the user account, Microsoft doesn't pushes you or tries to make you use a strong password. You can use just the number 1 or the letter A as a password, and it will be completely accepted. Okay, do more with your voice. You can use online speech recognition or don't. For the sake of the video, I'll skip that because this is not important. If you want to do this, you can do this now or later, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Voice mode on.
Voice mode on. Let Microsoft apps know your location. Okay, so this is a privacy concern maybe to some people. Personally, because it's a VM, I absolutely don't care, so I click yes. But if you don't, it's completely okay to don't want Microsoft to know where you are, so click no. I'll click yes and accept.
And if you ever lose your device, here is where you get to choose if you want help finding it.
For the sake of this tutorial, we go with no. It is good for mobile machines. Mobile, and I don't mean cell phones, I mean laptops, Surface, tablets. Accept.
Next, choose whether or not you want to help Microsoft diagnose and fix issues.
This is something they don't tell you right out of the box, you can say. Microsoft collects information of what you're doing from the computer. Personally, I don't like it, so I'll go with basic and not full. So it will not send to Microsoft any data that Windows think it needs to send.
And if you want to help improve language recognition and suggestions for apps and services,
improve inking and typing. If you have a pen and a touch screen, you can choose yes. I'll choose no. Get tailored experiences with diagnostic data. I'll say no, but if you want, you can. It really doesn't matter all that much. Let apps use advertising ID. I think that the answer should be no. Third-party apps that will know your data and will get you advertisements like Google, for example. Okay, now just a moment, and do more across devices with activity history. You can choose yes. It's actually a pretty useful feature for some people. This feature is actually like a history of what you've done with apps on the computer, but it doesn't save the history for long, and it doesn't save history from any app that you use or any browser. For Microsoft Edge it will, but with Opera, for example, it won't. Choose wisely how you want to handle this. You don't have to actually use it at all. I'm not using it at all. Alright, I'll stop talking about that. I think you all understand. If not, ask me. Let Cortana help you get things done. If you want to use Cortana, you can accept, else not now. Almost done. We just need to get a few more things polished up for you and Windows will be yours. Alright, just a moment, and now hi. So hi to the Microsoft Windows operating system. We're getting everything ready for you. As they say, this might take several minutes, so I'll pause the video and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so it said almost there in black and white background, and now we are on Windows. Welcome to your Microsoft Edge start page. Get started. And yeah, welcome to Windows. This is Windows 10, a fully fresh installation of Windows. It's on the white color scheme, but if you want to change it, you can do on the personalization area without any problem. This is Windows. If you want to know more, we can go here for the recycle bin. Sorry. This PC to actually go to properties and see, yeah, this is Windows 10 Home from 2020 and the copyright. Product key, as I told you before, this copy of Windows is not activated, so make sure you activate it from here or from the settings app. Here, I mean. Alright, and this is it. If you want to know the version of Windows you're running, you can Win R on the keyboard and type WinVer. And now it tells you this is version 2004. Windows 10 Home, this is, and your account. Pretty simple, pretty useful, because if you didn't understand it until now, the software, the program you use the most on your computer is absolutely the operating system, without any doubt. This is the software, the program that runs everything in the background for you, that keeps your computer usable, and all the software that you use are compatible with the operating system. Without it, you don't have a computer. I mean you have, but you can't use it for everything else. You need to boot it from something else, like a mini operating system or a portable operating system on a thumb drive or on a DVD, CD. There are solutions, but okay, so that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If so, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and write to me a comment about any question you might or might not have. So I was Eli from PCTX, and I will see you later in the next video. Goodbye.